All right. Achilles, and I'm going to say the role or the multi-roles. So Achilles, not as a jungler. We aren't ranking Achilles as a jungler. As a solo laner, very, very good. I'm going to say he's S tier. Pretty good in almost every matchup. You get him to a certain point in the game and he's great. Late game team fights, fantastic. Agni, A tier. Good mid laner. I'd say a little undervalued, but not insane. Not a really, really great god. Not something you're top picking ever. AMC, I think with the warrior buff changes, we're going to see him played more. I don't think he's going to do much better. I think he's going to be situational. I think if the warrior's blessing buff is better than everyone realizes it is, then you might start seeing hunters like AMC, Scotty, stuff like that. Outside of it, I think in your casuals and in some of your ranked, you will see some tanky starting AMCs, Scotties, maybe even some shit, just random hunters, fucking Artemis and shit. Apwash is the one god that I think is super underrated right now. It needs to be played more. I'm not gonna place him in a higher rank, thank you for the 14 months, because it doesn't make sense. He's not performing well. But with all the healers being played, Apwash is a nutty pick. He doesn't die easily in mid lane. This is the kind of meta where he comes out towards the end of the year into Worlds and you see him played a lot. It's happened before. It's going to happen again. I'm molding, dude, all the time. Amaterasu, really strong pick, but not going to do anything that other gods aren't already doing. I'd say A+. I would say it's better than this, but it's really nothing crazy, not something I want you prioritizing. On her, solid god, nothing special.
Anubis. Tip $3. I just wanted to know some info on Fuel and chat played me. I just wanted to know if you had a flavor or a flavor that you recommend for a first time like me.
I have a command in chat. You can use it. Thank you for the dono. Anubis. Bro, I like Anubis right now. I don't know why. I really fucking like having Anubis in the game. I think it's still not that good, but it's kind of like, fuck it. You just all in and the team fights are more fun. I'm putting Anubis in A tier. Clanger banger, trash. Don't play that shit. Just don't play it. Aphrodite, A+. I think Aphro is really good. I don't think it's good at lower end games. You're gonna get fucked. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know how to position. Higher end games, really safe. You get to late game, you use the ult crop properly. It's great. If you pick it too early in a team comp though, you will get counterplayed and you will get fucked. Like, you will get screwed if the other team actually picks around the fact that you went Aphrodite too early and you don't ban correctly. Apollo, really not that good. I'm gonna drop him in B+ as a situational pick. Arachne, I'm doing this off of ranked and casuals, like SPL in mind, but I'm trying to tell you guys what you should be playing in your ranked and casual games. Arachne is going to be fucking nuts because the win rate is already there for Arachne, and then you have a golden blade change that makes Arachne even better. It makes you come online even faster. You're going to play Arachne. You're going to see Arachne. It's not going to be fucking fun, but it's going to be good. I think in bronze, silver, you'll see a lot of Arachne at really high win rates. Gold, you'll see it high. It usually falls off in gold, and then at higher levels like diamond and fucking masters, Arachne frags because people don't respect the Arachne. So I'm putting Arachne up here as a ranked god in S tier as a jungler, which it's gonna sound fucking weird. And like I said, I'm doing it around your ranked and casuals where like a Thor is really good, but I don't think you should be playing a lot of Thor in your ranked and fucking casuals. So kind of like Pub Stompy, where I said I'm dropping away from the SPL idea. It's there, still definitely in mind, keep it in mind, but this shit is fucking good. Aries, okay god, nothing great, good to counter picking, solid pick late in the draft. Artemis, doo-doo tier, I don't know why you play Artemis. RDO, solid god, don't pick it too early in the draft, counter picks a lot of shit, but also gets fragged by a lot of shit. Athena, I think is a little underrated. I would like to see more people playing Athena, super easy to play in the support role, you can't really fuck it up. Awilix, situational, counter pick type god. Baba Yaga, high level games, play Baba Yaga. Low level games, probably stay the fuck away from Baba Yaga. She's gone through a bunch of changes in her ult. I haven't played her since the newest one, but everyone said the ult feels cleaner and better. So because of that, I'm gonna drop Baba Doodoo in the A+ tier. Lower tier players just get fucked by this god. The idea is your ult early is really good for a defensive ability, and the rest of your kit, you just need to know how to fucking land it and use them properly and not be out of position for a god that doesn't have too much mobility. Bacchus, I don't like Bacchus, dude. I'm putting Bacchus B+. Situational. If you need anti-heal out of your support and you can't get a Sobek. Akasura, another god we're gonna throw up there. It's just like Arachne. Bronze and silver, auto attack gods win games. With Golden Blade, you'll win even more games. Even this goes all the way through though. Bakasura is a god all the way up to fucking masters and shit. It farms. You focus on farming. You take your free fights that are good fights for you. You don't start them unless they're free, and you just fucking farm. And with Golden Blade, your farm is nuts. Baron, I like Baron. I don't have any problem with Baron. It's just weird where you put him. He usually goes in the solo lane and people try to build damage and they get fucked. So build correctly, build hybrid tanky, you'll be good. Bastet, A tier. Bastet's okay. Just lacks CC. A lot of damage but lacks CC. And now with the farming meta, you're gonna see a little bit less Bastet, but she's not bad. Alona, okay. Solo laner, nothing crazy. Cabrakan, I like Cabrakan as a jungler a little bit. As a solo laner, not that much. As a support, I actually like it a lot. If you're going for an aggressive support, most of you don't know how to play aggressive supports, so maybe stay away from that. If you aren't a support main, if you are a support main and you're trying to find some aggressive shit, play Cabrakan. Camazot's still really good. Solo lane just stomps everybody at all levels. If you're landing your abilities, you literally just stomp everybody. They don't know how to fight into it. What the fuck god is this? What the fuck is this? Cerberus new fucking card art or whatever. This is Cerberus, right? Like what the fuck? Cerberus is okay into the healing meta. Lots of healers pick Cerberus. Outside of that, you're probably not picking it too much. Cern, okay, they buffed the pen. You now take away magical fucking protections, but it's still nothing crazy. Okay, Hunter. Chalk, you fucking pleberinos love your chalk in your bronze, silver, and gold games. You love this shit. And because of that, I'm going to put it in B tier. No, just kidding. Average god, solo laner, into the jungle. You play it a lot. It works at lower end games, but I don't think it's good. And if you're using that to just get out of bronze or silver, I accept it. If you're trying to use it all the way up into your diamond games or you're grinding through ranked, you're going to get fucking railed. You fall off too hard late game and you'll lose too many games. Chunga, decent in the meta right now. Not a great god, but really good in the healers. Chernobonger, I like Chernobonger in the ADC role. Super easy to fucking play. You have a global ult. Shit hasn't changed. It's just right now you're left alone a lot more in that lane. So you could use this as just that value of being able to rotate. You could also use it if you're getting focused all back in your lane so you don't miss any waves. Kyron, situational as fuck. You only pick it if you're like playing against Fenrir or something, or Athena you need to dispel. Chronos, we're going to see played more because of the change of the auto attacks. Cthulhu, SS. Anyone who thinks this bitch is an SS, you're fucking trolling. I don't give a fuck. At least in ranked and casuals, it's SS. I think this shit is, if it came out and was in SPL right now, it would be the #1 banned thing in the fucking world. You can't do anything into it when it's hybrid build. There's no response. It's too fast in the ultimate. You can't miss abilities. If you're focusing him and he is a teammate at all, any team around him, you're fucked because they're going to stomp you while he's stomping you, and it's not going to be fun. Cullen solo lane. I like Cullen solo lane in lower end games. I don't know what the win rate is for that. I haven't really paid attention to it, but it's an easy to play god. You try to hover around your transform rage, and then when you want to fight, you transform. Pretty simple. And then you just run at people. Like, it's just like an auto attack assassin. You just run at people. Cupid, I like Cupid into some of the matchups as a counter pick and just overall ADC. Daji as a jungler, we saw it in the SPL doing really well. Down in your bronze and silver games, maybe a little bit worse because you're not auto attack canceling properly, which I do have a video on. If you're not auto attack cancel, late game you one shot every squishy, and in most ranked all the way up to masters, people won't react fast enough and you just get a kill. The Daji's doing really well. Plus farm is kind of good on Daji. It seemed weak for a long time, but you can kind of keep up once you get like level 3-4 with most people. Discordia, really solid mage, super safe, tons of damage. They changed the apple. G fucking G. That's not even, this is definitely adapting, like bringing out the fucking Daji and fragging with it. But I said before, like I liked Daji and thought she was really good. I wouldn't say she's like the #1 jungler. But I think right now, if we're talking about over the course of everything, you've seen Thor fall off. You've seen some of these warriors come out. But Daji just does well into so many of the picks. So many of the fucking picks. And in the healers, you got the one-shot potential. I like Daji right now. I'm going to leave it in S+. We saw it in the SPL, played a shit ton. We saw adapting do really well with it. I think if you're playing it correctly and building correctly, you'll be really good with it. You could drop it down into S. Maybe S+ is a little too much. You're not top picking Daji. You're like third picking it. You want to see what the other team drafts. So S is a little bit more accurate. Erlang Shen. I don't like Erlang Shen that much. People seem to be playing it a shit ton in the jungle right now. I don't think it's that good. You get counterpicked by a ton of shit. You get fragged. But it's okay if you're snowballing. So ranked, kind of okay. Casual's kind of okay. Fafnir, really good in the support role. Top tier support. S tier. Fenrir, not that good. Situational. There's a ton of Hebo play. Maybe you play Fenrir. Outside of that, pretty shitty. Freya, I think Freya's gonna get some play after the fucking mages start coming out in the ADC role or as ADCs. Ganesh, really fucking good support. If you can land your ult into a combo, into a root, knock up whatever the fuck your shit is, fantastic. GG, you get kills. If you suck dick at Ganesh, probably don't play it. Geb, I think Geb is also a very good support. You don't know how to play support, just fucking play Geb. Literally, just fucking play Geb. All you do is clear in your lane, get to level 5, run to your mid lane, start fights. Just run at them and ult over and over again. Shield your teammates, run and ult. Shield your teammate, run and ult. Over and over. GG. Guan Yu. I don't know why the fuck anyone plays Guan Yu. Like, I don't know. You have no real reason to play Guan Yu unless you want to dive an ult run and his ult. No other reason to play Guan Yu. Fuck that. Hachi seeing a lot of play right now. Safe Hunter, really good. Kind of like the not the counter, but like the matchup. Even matchup to Rama-ish. Like if people want to be safe, they play Rama because you can stay in your ult for a while. Hachi kind of the same. Depends on the matchups though, but really good god. Hades has a crazy high win rate now. I think Hades has the highest win rate in Smite. I think it comes down to people not knowing how to play against it, and people don't know how to play it, so they aren't playing it too much, bringing down the win rate. You don't have a lot of shitlords playing Hades. I'm gonna say Hades is good. I'm gonna say if you know how to play Hades, play fucking Hades and get your dubs in your mid or your solo lane. If you don't know how to play fucking Hades, maybe it's time to learn, or maybe just keep staying the fuck away so that win rate is inflated as fuck. Hebo in your ranked and casuals is nuts. Hebo is very, very good. Hebo wins you games in the jungle. People play in the solo and you can win games. People definitely play in the mid and you can win games. So it's got 3 roles where I wouldn't even be mad if it was on my team. It's good. For your ranked and casuals, top fucking tier. Hebo's amazing. If people are exploiting, if they're using the upgraded shell, if you're seeing 2, 3, 4 of them in a game, I don't know what ranks you guys are in, but at Masters and Diamond level, if I play an auto attack god, they have 3 shells upgraded. So to avoid that, I just pick fucking Hebo. I play the fuck out of Hebo, and I win most games. You don't have to be all that great on Hebo. You just gotta fucking not waste your 3, so you don't get dove. Use your 3 to fucking peel for yourself, late game, and kill all people. GG. And yeah, you can cream people with it. Heimdall. I still think Heimdall is like broken. Like I actually think Heimdall is still broken. I don't think they've done enough to this shit. I think it's not as apparent because people suck dick at Heimdall's 3. They don't know how to use the 3 properly. If you know how to use the 3 properly, there's no way you play against this god. I think you can go like a normal build, or you can go an ability build if you're not that good at hitting your auto attacks, and just that alone, you can frag. Heim is not overrated. You're trolling. Oh wait, no, he's not overrated. He's by far the best hunter in the game. Like Heimdall is fucking insane. It's ridiculous. He does way too much damage. He's way too safe. He has way too much mobility. In your bronze and silver games, you probably suck dick at using your 3, even in a gold plat. But if you're using your 3 and consciously remembering, like, I need to move my 3 here, I need to do this, I need to do that while you're fighting, you're never gonna fucking die. Ever. You're never ever going to die. Hell, really, really good. I'm not gonna say SS tier broken, but something you definitely are banning most games that you aren't banning. You're picking it. She just stomps. People don't build anti-heal fast enough. They're like, oh, I can get it like 3rd item, and then 3rd item rolls around and you're already down fucking 5k gold. Hell is very, very good right now. Hell is sick. Hera, I actually like Hera. I think Hera's pretty good. I'm gonna Hera an A+. I think Hera's a safe, easy god to play. Play around your 3, play around your shields. If you're just dropping your ult on people, you're doing enough. So Hera, definitely good. Hercules as a support, I like. Every other role I don't like, but even then, it's okay. You're just, like, if you want to be an aggressive support, you can play Horus. I'd rather have a Horus support. Horus, I'm gonna put up an S tier. As casuals and ranked, Horus wins games by himself. He's so aggressive. He has tons of CC. He guarantees early kills against people who don't know what they're doing in the duo lane. So play your Horus support. Have fun. Good luck. Ho Yi, really, really good in ADC role. Good in a lot of the matchups. Safe god for the most part, and can be aggressive. Hunbats, we saw the nerf, but I still think Hunbats is pretty good in your ranked games. You don't need to focus on the fact that your ult has a longer cooldown now. Your clear is still really fucking good and can match those Golden Blade clear gods, and that's all you need to worry about. Get your CDR online earlier than usual because of the increased time on your ults, and you're good to go. Team fight's still amazing. They didn't nerf like damage or anything. It's not a lot to worry about. Hunbats is still very, very good in the jungle. I still would rather play most of these gods right now with Golden Blade and like Dodgy in general. Ice is situational, really hard to play. Doesn't do enough, doesn't have enough clear, doesn't secure objectives well enough. Like, she's good at securing objectives, but that's about it, and it's not enough to pick. Izanami, pretty bad. Situational, you kind of get farmed by most people. I think Izanami actually has a high win rate in bronze and silver. because it's like an auto attack jungler. It's like the fucking Akasura of the duo lane, where you're actually kind of shit, but you just throw autos through the wave and people don't realize it and they get fucked in those ranks. But then higher than that, doo-doo. Don't play that bitch. Janice, good god, but most people suck dick on Janice. Jing Wei, super safe, but not that good outside of being super safe. She's okay. Okay, god. Jorman Gunder, I still think is very good as a solo laner. I kind of want to put him in like S tier, to be honest, but I won't. Yorm is just very safe and very easy to play, and it's nearly impossible to die unless your team has already died. Unless the game's, that fight's already lost. Yeah, fuck you, Guigo Wei. Jingwei doo-doo. Kali, seeing a lot of play in competitive, but I don't, and actually that's a lie. As I said, I don't see her that much in ranked and casuals, but she does have a decent win rate now in ranked and casuals. The Golden Blade change, I don't think is going to be something prioritized on her. I think you're still looking at boots into Crusher into your normal build because you need to do damage on ganks, and it's not about just AFK farming a little bit faster than you already do. So Kali, I'm going to throw an A+, another auto attack god doing decently in the meta. Gepri, really good support as long as you know how to start your fights. You know, if you're playing Gepri and you're never starting a fight, don't fucking play Gepri. That's not for you. Gepri is not the god for you. If you're just trying to ult people, fuck you, get off Gepri. King Arthur, still very, very good in the solo lane, just stomps through casuals and ranked. Culkin, safer mid laner without a lot of mobility, just because you run away and fucking clear. That's all you do the whole game. Kumakarna, okay support, good CC, but that's about it. Kuzimbo, I kind of like right now as a support. Who played it? Was it Mike that played that shit? Somebody played it in the finals, and it was kind of fucking cool to see the Kuzimbo fragging out, like being really annoying. I don't think he's something you prioritize, but he's definitely good and way better in lower end games because they're just gonna attack you because they're bad. Loki, why the fuck are you playing Loki, dude? Literally, just pretend Loki's not in the game until the change goes through. Once the change goes through, and I fucking pray they make him into an actual jungler again, then play him all day long. Get him to rank fucking 8 million. I don't give a shit. Medusa, okay, Hunter, nothing special. Mercury, I'm gonna say Mercury is gonna be probably one of the best gods in the jungle after, like, over the next couple weeks. Golden Blade farm, insane. I made that build that I think is actually gonna really work. The Hunter's Blessing build, or just rushing into Golden Blade. You don't even need Assassin's Blessing. It definitely helps to have Assassins or Hunters. If you're bad at the game, please go Assassins. But you can get away with a crazy Hunter's Blessing into Golden Blade into Ninja Tabby Boots, and you fucking frag. On top of that, your farm is nuts. You finish Golden Blade at 3 minutes, 3:30, like late, as long as you don't die or anything. Really fucking good. You're gonna see a lot of Mercury. Most top level junglers were already saying if you want to like grind through rank quickly, Mercury is one of those gods, like one of the top 5 gods for that. So you're gonna see a lot of Mercury, and he's gonna win a lot of games. He fucking frags. He actually just frags. Merlin, very good mid laner. Not a top pick, not something you need to pick like number 1, number 2 anymore because he went through some nerfs, but still really good. Mulan, okay jungler, okay solo later, nothing special. Your team fight late game still kind of doo-doo. Naja went through nerfs a while ago. Okay ADC, or sorry, ADC, jungler. I don't know why I said ADC. Okay jungler. Neath, pretty shitty Hunter. I don't know why you would play Neath right now with everything going on. Nemesis got a, was it a buff to the, what did they buff on Nemesis, bro? They buffed like the 1 at some point, and it didn't do shit. It was like 10% more scaling or something garbage. So, oh, passive. That's what the dispatch. So they buffed the 1 at some point, and it did shit. And then they upgraded the passive. With the passive, it's nice. It's not game breaking. It's not making Nemesis a better god in general. But with the Golden Blade build, and I've been going a ability build where you max the 3 first, you can trade with anybody. I think that build and that Golden Blade build into that ability build, you're gonna farm through your casuals and rank games. You're bronze or silver and you're running around on Nemesis with that build, you will beat everybody because they don't understand what the shield does. If you understand what the shield does, you just fucking 3 as soon as you start being autoed or a bit damage abilities coming in, you will beat everybody in one-on-one. You will never lose a one-on-one. You won't lose most 2v2s. It's pretty fucking crazy. I don't want to like say Nemesis OP because you're not going to see a lot of Nemesis, but that one specific playstyle is going to be very, very good. Nike still fucking broken. We haven't seen any changes. If you're playing jungle and you want to win every game and just be super easy about it and take very little skill, just play Nike. Like, just play Nike jungle. You're even being played in the solo lane. It's doing really well. Just play fucking Nike all day long in the jungle. You can't go wrong. You're super safe damage. You can't die with the ultimate. You can dive anybody. Just play fucking Nike. And you literally just use every ability for damage. Jump on them, damage. 1 damage. 2 instant cancel into damage. Ultimate damage. Like that all day. Nox, situational. Wouldn't play it too much right now. Nua got a buff. I think you're going to see a lot more Nua on ranked and casuals. I want to put her up into S tier, but I don't, like, we haven't seen her enough for me to say, like, that's for sure. Definitely A+, maybe S tier. Odin, situational into a shit ton of healing that can't get out of the ults. Olaron, nice quality of life change with the auto attack shit, but wait, did Olaron get it? I know Chronos got it, Soul got it, and Freya got it, right? Was Olaron one of them that got it? If Olaron got that shit, it's gonna be nice. Oh, he already had it. That's what I thought. Okay, Olaron already had it. So we weren't seeing any Olaron before. Probably still not going to see much Olaron, but he's still an okay god when played properly. I wouldn't say he's bad. He's just not better than everything else that you can play. Osiris, I like Osiris right now. In the soul lane, you bully people, you frag people. New Warrior's Blessing allows you to fucking be even more annoying with the true damage, life steal, fucking mana steal shit. So Osiris the soul lane is gonna be really good at ranked and casuals. Unbroken Secret, they gave it the 3 months. Jack, they gave it 11 months. Pele, still pretty good jungler. Nothing really changed, but in your ranked and casuals, you're gonna see a lot more of the Golden Blade gods over everything. Persephone, still fucking broken, like literally and in games wise, she's just too good. Player, if you're not a player, if you don't know a player, don't play her. Poseidon, okay, counter pick. Not that safe of a mid laner, but definitely farms through your casuals and ranked games. Raw, situational-ish, but if you're good on Raw, it's fine. I wouldn't say situational. Raw is just hard to play because positioning is so important. Raijin, still really good. Pub stomps idiots. Rama, very, very good in the ADC role. Rat, okay. I think Rat's still good early mid game. It's nothing great, but then into the late game, it's terrible. With the acorn changes that come through, they've been leaked like 8 times. You're going to see Rat in the soul lane. Like, you are literally going to see Rat in the soul lane all the fucking time if those acorns go live. Ravana, very, very good jungler right now. It's clear a little bit slower, but his team fight or just his fighting in general after level 3 is nuts. Scylla, probably the most underrated mid laner. Absolutely destroys ranked and casuals. There's a lot of separation in team fights, so you're not being dove by everybody as Scylla, and it's usually pretty easy to get out of the fights because if you disengage from the jungler, there's no one else chasing you because there's no coordination, and outside of that, your damage is nuts. It's very easy for you to get double roots off. It's very easy for you to get your damage off without dying. Scylla's very good. Sarkette, okay. She went through nerfs. She's not played as much. If there's healing, Sarkette's a good pick. She's just not a hard carry. She's not something that's going to win you every game. Set, I like Set, but still hard to get up. Not going to win you every game. That's what she said. Scotty, A tier, maybe with Warrior's Blessing. If it gets played in the duo lane, you're going to see more Scotty. Sobek, probably my favorite support in the game right now. You can't fuck up Sobek. Learn how to hit your pluck and everything else you can't miss. You can't miss your 2, can't miss your 3, can't miss your ultimate. Super fucking easy to play. Not a bad, like, there's nothing bad about him. He counters healing. Great god. Soul, after the quality of life changes, we might see her move up. Just gonna leave her an A for now. I think most people suck dick on Soul. Wukong, A+ as a jungler or a soul laner. I kind of like Wukong. Super safe, very easy to play. Build damage, and the ability to build damage out of the solo lane and not die and just farm mages is really, really valuable, and you don't want to fucking forget about that. Susano, not that good. I don't know who was telling me the other day. They were like, you need to play Susano. He's OP. Susano doesn't farm great. He doesn't team fight insane compared to a lot of these other gods. He's okay. He has some good matchups. If there's a Janice, if there's just anything you can stick to and they can't do anything to you, it's dope. But like into things like Discordia and I mean even Raijin, like Raijin you do okay into, but you just insta die to fucking Raijin, so it's really hard to play. Sylvanas, A tier, okay support, not safe enough to just guarantee getting off engages and shit. Terra, kind of similar situation, just went through some nerfs. Thanatos I really like as a pub stompy jungler. Wins you games. Like even if you die early, it's not the end of the world anymore. The execute's insane. Your damage just keeps going throughout the whole match and never falls off. I like Thanatos. Morrigan is probably the most underrated mid. I don't know why we don't see Morrigan every game. Her pressure is nuts. Her damage is nuts. With Cthulhu being in the game, you're going to see a lot more Morrigan because people want to double Cthulhu ults in team fights because what the fuck are you going to do when that happens? So I think you're going to see a lot more Morrigan. Thor is still really good. Doesn't win you a lot of games, but he's still fucking super strong in the jungle. Thor is going to be S tier for me. I can't put him near Hun Bats. He's still S tier. He's just a lot harder to guarantee wins and a hard carry with. Thoth. I don't know why you're playing Thoth. Garbage god. Tier, amazing solo laner. Ooh, really high pressure, really good ADC, and mid laner Famana still very, very good in the jungle and in the solo lane. Same reasons that it's always been. Vulcan, pretty okay. If your positioning is good and you get an early lead, it's dope. But outside of that, there's better mages for team fights. Xbalanque, really, really good in lane because you're pretty safe and your ultimate's fucking nasty. Xing 10, average as fuck. Yamoja, still very good as a support. You need to know how to land your one. Ymir went through changes, still not that good. Zeus, still doo-doo. Wouldn't play it. Maybe situational if something crazy happens. More like B tier though. Zhong Kui gonna join Guan Yu down in C tier. There's your tier list. There's your whole tier list. You gotta disagree with Thoth. Thoth has the lowest win rate in the game. So you can disagree all day, but you're wrong. Zhong Kui is not good. You got no mobility. You don't have high damage. It's hard to kill you, but you're not going to win a lot of games when you're hard to kill. And that's only in team fights you're hard to kill. In general, pretty shitty god. Ullr below Hachi? Yes, because on Ullr, if you're not hitting all your abilities early and you fall behind, the game's over. On Hachi, man, you don't hit your abilities, you just run away. You don't die, you just run away. Hachi's going to be way more consistent on a gold, silver player, bronze player than Ullr is. Most of those players playing Ullr, it's fucking embarrassing. Why not Golden Blade on Kali? Because if you have Golden Blade, you do absolutely no damage in team fights until you get your 4th item online. If you go into Crusher, you still have pretty good clear, and your team fight is nuts at that point. Like, it's really good at that point. It's not bad. And then you go into your Hasten and your Kins and all that shit, and you're fragging. What's the reasoning for hell? High damage, super safe god, hard to fuck up, banned and picked in most games, almost every game. Hou Yi is not easy to play. I watch you guys play Hou Yi. You guys can't hit bounces to save your lives. On Hachi, you literally can't miss your 2, and you have an ultimate to either chase people down or run away all the time. Is Cthulhu the best god in the game? Yeah. Cthulhu's fucking broken. Why Baba A+? Because once you get the late game on Baba Yaga, she's nuts. You go like a stacking damage hybrid build, like late game you're going to hybrid tanky. And most people can't kill you as long as you're using your ult properly. And they've changed the ult so much that it doesn't feel as clunky. It's still not good until like full build, level 20, fucking Fire Giant. But outside of that, the god's pretty good. Decent damage out of your 2, decent damage out of your fucking 1. Pretty good god. I don't know if everyone's going to go Hunter's Blessing Mercury, but I think Mercury with Assassins in the Golden Blade or Rushing Golden Blade or my Hunter's Blessing in the Golden Blade is going to be broken. That Hunter's Blessing in the Golden Blade is disgusting because you can fight right away. Like, I literally just insta-killed a fucking Sarkette. Like, you can fight right away. Crusher on Sarkette on set. You don't need clear.